Well, here I sit at work on Monday. Most people are off for MLK holiday. I'm not one to bite my tongue about things, and I'm not about to start today. Um, I believe that Martin Luther King is a phony, a sham, piece of trash. He's dead for a reason, and that's that. Um, a lot of people don't know the truth about him, and they think this and that, and blah blah blah. But his name is Michael King Jr. His dad was Michael King Sr. Luther is not his middle name. His dad changed his name to Martin Luther King Sr., which he then changed Michael King's name, but it was never changed. I mean, the birth certificate says Michael King Jr. Um, anyway, that was after some Russian or German dictator, something Protestant or religious leader. I don't know. It was supposedly to be used because it's more prominent. Um, Michael King or Martin Luther King, whatever you want to call him, piece of trash. He had a fetish for white prostitutes. That's documented by the FBI because he was always under investigation because he's whatever he was trying to do, blah blah blah. Um, he went to Boston University. His dissertation for his doctorate and everything. He over half of his work was plagiarized. Now this is a fact. It's not. It's not just me coming on here to say something. It's a fact. And the committee was going to pull his doctorate, but the committee meeting came after his death. Therefore, they didn't want to do it because it would make no sense to pull a doctorate from a dead man. So, he it was just a bunch of stuff. He had ties to communist organizations, and they funded his movements, and in return, he was to appoint communist leaders to run certain districts of the Southern Christian Leadership Conference. A lot of people don't know this. It's just one of those things that people just believe what they want to believe. Um, uh, Everything was supposed to be top secret and is top secret till 2027 because of Senator Jesse Helms, which I'm sure you know that name. That's what he ruled till 2027. I guess we think from the 60s, 2027 nobody will care. Well, I still care. I hope to be alive in 2027, and I want all this stuff to come out. But then again, the Kennedy files were supposed to be reopened, and I'm still waiting to hear about that. And speaking of John F. Kennedy, FBI, of course, they videotaped and had surveillance and all. Funny fact is, Martin Luther King, he, or Michael King, he wanted to talk about JFK after his assassination. He badmouthed JFK, and for a man of peace and wanting to get along and equality, that's just not good. It's not like you were going against a slave leader. You're going against JFK, which back at the time JFK was passing movements to make equality. So don't sit there and run your mouth about somebody. But oh well, he died, and of course you died, Martin Luther, Michael, whatever. Your name just gets me so messed up. I'm Chuck, but my name was Charles, but I go by Chuck, which is actually, I guess you could say if your name was Michael, Martin, oh well, they start with M's and both have I's in them. That's about it. Yeah. Um, that I thought that was funny. Thought that was real funny. Oh, and one of the other funniest facts to me is Martin Luther King Jr. Day, MLK, celebrate today, whatnot. He is the only man in history. We're not talking George Washington. We're not talking the first president. We're not talking Abraham Lincoln. We're not talking about John F. Kennedy. We're not talking about George Bush. One or two. It doesn't really matter. All these leaders. You don't have Gandhi. Excuse me, I'm tired. I was up late. You don't have any other day for the year. You know, Veterans Day celebrates veterans. President's Day celebrates all the presidents. This was a man that plagiarized a speech saying he has a dream. Hell, I have dreams all the time, but I don't sit here and come on here. Hello, everybody. My name's Chuck, and guess what? I have a dream when we can all be equal and make the same amount of money and have free health care. No, I mean, if I say that, do I get a holiday? Shit, let's just take off tomorrow for Chuck Harris Day because I said I have a dream, even though I plagiarized it from Michael King, or slash Martin Luther King. And to be honest with you, he, if I'm not mistaken, he plagiarized his speech about I have a dream from a large preacher that was over a big a big church. I mean, he plagiarized it from him about the same speech. I mean, if you listen to both speeches, very, very similar. So, I mean, crap. You know, where's Chuck Norris Day? I would like to take off a Friday to give me an extended weekend. I'm going to have to look in my records and see when Chuck Norris's birthday is. And I'll be damned if I'm going to go to work. And I'm going to talk to my boss and say, look, I'm going to get paid for it. He's still alive. I say now let's celebrate his life of Chuck Norris. And then, you know, possibly later on, which I don't know when, it'll probably well, I just don't see him dying. But if he ever did die, you know, that's another day to take off. You know, we mourn Elvis's death. You know, it's just, it is what it is. You know, you give credit where credit's due. Chuck Norris, just for being the alpha male, you know, hey, you're the man. James Earl Ray, excellent shot, buddy. Excellent shot. You know, we're not even going to talk about Lee Harvey Oswald because, like he said, I'm just a patsy. He was set up. That dude was freaking stupid. You know, it's a mixture of retarded and stupid all at the same time, but I don't want to say retarded because that's mean. And mentally retarded people, I love everybody, you know, except for stupid people like Martin Luther King. But he's dead, so I ain't worried about it. But, you know, stupid is my new word. Or, we ain't going to talk about the other one. But anyway, just pointing out a few thoughts for you today. I celebrate Robert E. Lee's birthday. You know, if the South would have won, oh my God, it'd be cool. You know, New Orleans might be the capital of the United States. You know, and you know, sweet tea would be on the menus. You know, I've been all over the world, but Vancouver, Washington, Portland, Oregon, y'all need sweet tea. Or if y'all ever want to see Chuck back up there, I mean, that's just a given. You need sweet tea. No, and no, not everybody likes lemon in their crap. You can bring it in a dish, or I'm going to throw it on the table. I don't like lemon. And that's really interesting to say that daddy don't like lemon when you have a child that can't say his L's and he uses W's. So lemon comes out women. But, you know, thank God there was only a couple of people around. But anyway, we won't go there. We won't go there. No, we don't have time. You know, time is precious. I'm not going to sit here and take you all day. I hope you're laughing. If nothing else, I hope I filled your mind with a little bit of knowledge. Because everybody needs to know that Michael King was just a lying piece of trash, whoremonger that just spoke up. You know, next time I'm at McDonald's and they're being slow or they let somebody come in front of me, I'm going to speak up. I'm going to do it. And then I'm going to walk outside and I'm going to call KSLA 12. And I want that gay Ed guy to come out and interview me and stuff. Yeah, that's what I want. And I'm going to be the man. You're going to see me in the papers and the news. Chuck Harris Day. Chuck Harris / Chuck Norris Day. National holiday. Next month. No, March 26th, we're going to celebrate Chuck's birthday. And I don't think I'm going to come to work that day. So I recommend that you take off that day too and celebrate it. Let's have a barbecue and buy shirts and put our names on them. Good day.